I'll have to stick my light on. I'm going to put a cap on as well because I'm bald.
Don't let that get to you.
I've got like a V at the top of my forehead, so that'll do. Yeah, why not? I'll do me. That looks cool, like, that really does look cool. Oh shit, I forgot I was in here. It's changed so much since the Java. You can't. Did you ever play Minecraft?
Yeah, way back when.
Yeah, you can't reset.
I never got heavy into it though. My kid was into it.
Oh god, that's the reason I got heavy. I can't be the only person in the world who got addicted to it because the kids wanted stuff built and they couldn't be bothered to do it.
No, there's plenty of them.
The Nether, where you go, you can't reset that anymore. They're totally shitted on it. You can still play the old version though. You can choose what edition you want to play. So you can choose the old version and it'll say this isn't getting updated anymore, but you can still do all the old stuff. Or you put the BedRock version on, which is a new one, and it just it's all money motivated. As soon as you switch it on, it's like new at the marketplace. It lets you know there's a marketplace, and then it says everything's new. And then you've got to click on every single new thing before it gets rid of the new, which is annoying me because there's that much new on it and you can't find it all. And it says it carries over everything when you link it. It says it carries everything over from your other, because I played it on the Xbox, so I bought all of the I was saying I had the Marvel skins and stuff. So it says you can bring all that stuff over as long as it's been released on
that
device, on the PS4. Nothing, literally nothing's been carried over. None of the Marvels, none of the skin packs, no Skyrim, nothing. So literally it's buy. You know what I mean? It's stupid.
Yeah, they just want you to fucking buy it again. That's
they've properly killed the game. They really have. I'm gonna have to get. Oh, no, I'm just going to leave this light on. I'm going to have to get some proper lights. You can buy this silly light on Amazon.
Yeah, the bright ones.
Yeah. Because I've got the big light on. I've got the stupid light. It doesn't show on the video, but it's like the big light is bouncing off my telly. Yeah. I'll video this and I'll tell Mike's missus, tell her granny that she can watch this on YouTube. So she'll see me talking and see me. She can do whatever she wants then. Right. I've been stuck, in the Netherworld for about 3 days now. I can't get out. I keep dying. And then it's losing all my stuff. And then it respawns me back to my last respawn point, which is a normal world. Then I make all my stuff up again, and then I go back into Nether and I get lost again, and then I die again, lose everything I've just picked up again. And you can't reset it, so every time I lose stuff, I can't get it back, so all of the stones and everything I've mined are gone for good, forever.
Yeah.
So it's weird, but never mind. I'll buy
I'm going to buy them back. See, I've never got deep into it. So.
Well, you could everything you mined in the Nether. You could go into your settings.
You should be able to find your body.
No. Well, when it respawns you, I die because I land in the lava. So when you respawn, your stuff would be there, but you can't get to it because it's in the lava. So they've got these things now called bomb resistant boots and flame resistant boots and stuff.
Yeah.
I got some bomb resistant boots and I lost them when I landed in lava. I've not seen the flame resistant boots yet, which would be ideal in here because you could put them on. It only lasts 2.5 minutes apparently, but it could get me through where I need to get to. But I haven't even found, like in the Nether in the old version years ago, you could find like an old village, like an old castle sort of thing with all the chests and everything in it. I used to always go into there and just rip it apart and get all of like the purple fence posts and the bricks and stuff, and then go back and then make me paths and everything and the fences out of that, so it just looked different on your house. Gotcha. I can't even find the fortress. Can't even find it. I'm just getting plonked in the middle of nowhere, and don't matter which way I go, I always end up falling in the stupid lava. So it's a pain in the bum. I'm gonna have to. I've only been playing for about a week, but I've only come in the Nether for the last 3-4 days. Eventually, I'll get the idea of it and what I can do, but I keep losing everything, so I can't put anything flaming on. And I'm running out of resources now, so shit. It used to be so easy to find the fortress in the old days, but now, no good. Yeah, I'll too much shit. Yeah, it's so big. They've put the world so it's like forever.
Yeah.
So your map, once you get to the border of your map, you can keep going and going and going, but it doesn't show on your map. So you end up where you don't know where you are. And I lost my map once, and that was a nightmare because I was in the normal world, and I must have went the wrong way because I could not find anything I'd seen before. Bearing in mind, I've dug all the way to the bottom of the game, so I'm at the bedrock, and I've dug forwards, backwards, left and right in the middle of the map, and then I've come up and put a building in the 4 points, so north, south, east and west have all got a building, and I ran a full circle of what I thought would have been the map, and I never came across anything that I'd done.
Yeah.
So I had to start a second game up, like a second player up, put it split screen, and then make him a map, and then figure out, because it wasn't showing places and players, so then I had to figure out, it took me ages to zoom the map in 4 times by getting paper, and then once you've done that, then get a compass and then attach that to the map to show the players on the map, so it would show me where I was on my proper account. So I could then keep his map up on the bottom of my screen at the top, just keep running towards the arrow, so I could find out where the bloody hell I was. It's silly. They've really money motivated it.
Yeah, well, I seen that coming.
Killed it.
It took as long as it did.
Well, there's a company that, I think it's Java. I'm not sure if it is Java or Java or however you say it over there. But there's a company that used to do the programming and stuff. Now they're not even associated with the. Yeah, Mojang created it, but there was a company that did all of the, like, when there was add-ons and things.
Yeah.
They would work, like 2K Australia, who got sacked for knacking Borderlands pre-sequel.
Yeah.
They were like that, and they were given, like, basically they would do all of the technical shit. They've now removed them from the game. They don't even get credit now. The class as a marketplace rather than designer sort of thing. So they've got rid of them. They basically took it over themselves, and you can tell.
Yeah.
You can really
Microsoft
tell.
Microsoft owns it now, right?
Yeah. Well, they bought it. They were the guys that bought it years ago. But they're still left. They're still left they're still left the outer companies doing it. Apparently this DLC dropped last year, or the update dropped last year to turn it to BedRock for the PS4.
Yeah, I remember. My daughter was playing it.
But
she was all excited because it fucking added like fish and shit.
Yeah. But apparently that was when they dropped this company who did all of the stuff on it.
Yeah.
And I mean, to say that the game's been ruined is really bad when the game is only blocks.
Yeah, I know.
And the game's still there. You've still got the Nether and you've still got the outer world. It's exactly the same, but it's wrong. There's so much that you have to do now. Bear in mind, I've only been playing it a week and I'll probably get used to it. But if you're new to it, it's like putting Destiny on for the first time when the new DLC drops next month. And then trying to play catch up, figure the game out, then try and do what you and Mike were doing, get all the exotics and stuff, but not knowing how to do them because they don't tell you how to do it, and then taking half the stuff away so you can't use it anyway. But for to ruin a game that's just blocks, no difference in colour, all I've done is add enemies in the Nether, like big pigs, and stop
shit,
your fun.
There's a big old cave. We found a big ass cave.
Be a bear in it.
Think so? There'd be something in here.
You big bear.
No lantern.
You get a bit of Remnant going, a bit of Leonardo DiCaprio. You get ragged by a bear. What's that one? Oh, I've been watching Trailer Park Boys on whenever I could get it to play. And they go into the woods and they go missing and they go looking for him and Bubbles is going, what have they been been shagged by a bear? And Julian goes, or worse, and Bubbles turns and goes, what could be worse than being shagged by a bear?
Right? Oh yeah, there's something in here, bro. Some kind of predator. I found bones and everything.
Right, let's have a look. Totally lost in here. I just cannot figure this out. I'll be able to play this video back, you know, and see what the fuck I'm doing. Sorry, swearing. It's been banned from YouTube. Figure out what I've been doing wrong. Ah, so I've dug. See, I've been here before. Everything in the Nether looks the same. So I'm obviously going the wrong way because I've dug stuff out there. So I suppose that's good though, for the not being able to reset the Nether, because you could reset it and then everything you've dug out gets put back.
Yeah.
Now that it doesn't and you can't reset it, you're always going to see where you've been.
I'm gonna come back here when I'm not on a bounty mission. Maybe that's why I'm not finding anything.
Remember, have you got your map?
Yeah.
Check your map, remember where it is.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set a marker for it.
Put your map up, and then just get a marker pen and put an X on your TV screen.
Yeah, right.
Put an X on your TV screen where it is on your map, so next time you get your map up, you'll know where it is.
You can actually place markers on the map.
Permanent, obviously.
Yeah. Add marker.
Got a fly. There's a fly attacking me. Everyone's just seen my kung fu.
Guy with chopsticks.
Oh man. Nah, Mr. Miyagi never taught me. I don't know how to use chopsticks. I'd have to get a fork.
Oh, the good thing I got some posse members I brought with me. They got the bounty target. I've been trying to get over this mountain for like 15 fucking minutes, dude. I fucking hate that shit. You pick up a bounty and they don't tell you where it is. You just go toward the marker and then you end up in the fucking mountains and all kinds of fuck shit going on.
Again, same conversation we had the other day. It's GTA. Yeah. GTA, when you can pick the treasure maps up. It doesn't tell you where it is, it just sets you in the direction of it, and then you've got to listen for noises and try and find it. Oh. Yeah. That's all it is. GTA on a horse.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. It's like Days Gone is just Red Dead Redemption, but on a motorbike.
There's a black bear right here.
That's one thing about the Nether. There's shitloads of nuggets and stuff. Gold nuggets and that, you can pick them up and turn them into gold bricks. I had thousands of, not thousands, but I had quite a few of them. And then I died. Lost them all. So now I'm back to where I was. Fudge. Feel free, anybody who's got Minecraft that want to watch and help. I'm thinking of doing that, you know, trying to get a, like, because you can have 16, I don't know if you still can, but you used to be able to have like 16 players on the same map. Now, I always build a castle, and then underneath I'll dig down this, because I make me, obviously my castle's a square, so I make it a square, then I dig down 3 or 4 and then clear it out into the same shape as my castle. So I always put the floor as wood, and then I dig up to the wood, and then I follow the shape of the castle, and then I dig that shape all the way down to the bottom. Took me a day and a half off when I was offline, a day and a half to get from top to bottom, filling in all the lava and everything as I go. Found like 70 odd diamonds and shit when I was doing it, and then I started doing my tunneling because my castle was in the middle of the map. That's why I did me north, south, east and west, then up, put the buildings, so I've got like my points.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of like maybe it's getting like a live stream going where like get 16 people and we just start wherever you start, because you all load in different places, doing something like that, build a building, square it down, or get to the bottom of the map and dig down and just work forward and just clear the whole map so there's literally nothing left to dig. See if you can like clear it off so it's just bedrock everywhere, because you can fill the sea in with sand and gravel. You know what I mean? And then just drop the gravel into the sea, and then that gets rid of the sea, and just see if you can actually literally clear the whole of, you know, like the whole map, so there's literally nothing, no soil, no sand, no gravel, no nothing. I'm just going to toodaloo, mate. It'll be 2 seconds.
Alright.
Music, some kind of response. Lordy. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. I'm back.
Alright. Collect my fucking mail.
See, yeah, I'll buy that. Today's today, Monday, isn't it? Tuesday, no, Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. Should just get it today.
I'll order off Amazon, so it should turn up by Thursday. We'll do a live stream with that if you want. Online.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Yeah, that'll definitely be down for it. And I got some buddies that play it too, so we got
Happy days. Live streaming on Twitch.
Going on, yeah.
Only thing is, if you live stream on Twitch, you're not allowed to swear.
Really?
Nope, can't swear. There was a kid got banned. Not banned, but yeah, he got banned from Twitch because, you know, Destiny.
Yeah, I know it.
There was a
A
certain.
little familiar.
You remember that old game Destiny? There was a bit in it where he was running around and he goes, wait for it. It was he's doing a PvP match. And he goes, you ready? Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Booby! Because it was like a dome thing. It looked like a boob. So he said, booby! And he got reported.
Oh, God.
Yeah, got reported for saying booby. And he showed the thing saying off Twitch saying you've been reported for this, that and the t'other. We're going to review it, and he got banned. Yeah. Can't do nothing on Twitch. That's why everybody does YouTube, because you can swear. You can put on
YouTube though. They give you shit about it sometimes.
But you can set it to like
Adult?
Yeah, not for kids. Whereas I don't know on Twitch if you can, because I always edit it for YouTube.
Yeah, on Twitch, like
the really weird Twitch. I could be a woman and wear a top that barely covers my nipples, and I'd be fine. Be a bloke and say booby and you get banned.
Yeah,
I don't know if you get banned or if you get just like suspended. Well, boobs, isn't it? It's an English word. Boobs.
No, they say two boobies.
Yeah.
Boobies actually a bird.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I didn't know that.
He was literally playing. He goes, wait for it, ready, boobies. That's all he said. And then he twittered going, well, it had to happen sooner or later. Silly had to. And he apologised. I apologised to all my followers and everything.
Yeah, which he shouldn't have had to, and it probably still banned.
Well, because he got banned. That's why he apologised, because he was like, all of his fans, well, you call them fans if you want to call them fans, but everybody like followed him on his live streams. Obviously, they couldn't follow him anymore. So he was apologising to everybody. He's like, you know, and he even put the clip up why he was banned, and that was it. Yeah. Literally, it was 10-second clip, and it was all ready. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody was fucking outraged about it too.
Yeah, boobies. One person, and it must have been a grown up.
They were outraged that he got kicked.
Yeah, but it must have been a grown up, because a kid would never have complained about that. You know
he laughed.
Yeah. He said boobies.
Yeah.
he farted.
Yeah. Like that old Beavis and Butthead mentality.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. Yeah, but somebody took offence to it.
Butthead?
Of course I do. That was the beginning of that was just the beginning of the programme.
Yeah.
It was my era. You know, when I was on about Sky, we don't have all these cables and that. We just used to have Sky in the old days, and they monopolised everything.
Yeah.
MTV. That was one of the 15 channels they gave us when they first started out. And Beavis and Butthead was the prime thing. Had the T-shirt and everything on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the old 90s. It would have been the 90s,
Super
though.
popular.
Was that the army?
No, it was the 90s.
Yeah. So I left the army, and I left the army in 91. And I got married. I was on leave, met a girl, fell in love, married her. 7 years later, we fell out of love, divorced her. But yeah, it was Beavis and Butthead era when I was married. So
it was definitely 90s.
yeah, we're talking 93, 94 when I was watching it. 95 and shit like that, yeah. Brilliant, man. Well, you'd have been about 10. Oh, you're breaking up, fella. Nope, you're breaking up. Hello?
Hold on. See this? Come here. Look in the corner of the sink.
Where the bloody hell am I? Tell us what you want. Tell us what you need. Alexa, play Who's Under the Influence.
Huge, wasn't it? Oh my god. That's bigger than the one that was on your ceiling. Way bigger. Holy shit, that thing was huge. Ah. Hold on. Ah.
Alexa, turn it up.
They left. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Alexa,
Sorry.
turn it up. Sorry, mate.
Cat. Yeah, no, fucking,
Alexa,
there's a huge
stop.
spider in my sink, dude. Huge fucking spider. I don't mind spiders, but
I've got
called the kid out.
arachnophobia. I can't stand them. Alexa, play Who's Under the Influence.
Under the Influence 2002 Digital Remaster by Cliff Richard.
No, I don't want Cliff Richard. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Cliff Richard's not going to cover a Chemical Brothers song, is he?
Who?
Cliff Richards.
I don't know.
We're all going on a summer holiday, no more working for a week or two. He's not going to cover the Chemical Brothers. Alexa, play the Chemical Brothers, Who's Under the Influence.
Shuffling songs by the Chemical Brothers.
Fudge sake,
Music.
man. Alexa,
Are they big
Stop.
over in England, the Chemical Brothers?
you never heard the Chemical Brothers?
Yeah, I know who they are.
They were
just
in
saying. They weren't huge big over here. Like, they had a single or two, but...
they were in the
weren't,
90s. The 90s, man. I'm stuck in the 80s and 90s. Alexa,
No, I don't know.
play the Chemical Brothers, Who's Under the Influence.
Here's something I found on the web.
Oh, man.
Steading.com. It's more likely run by something called
Alexa, stop.
She's just behind what you're saying.
Alexa,
You just...
play the Chemical Brothers, Under the Influence.
Here's Under the Influence by the Chemical Brothers.
Here we
and
go.
Amazon Music.
Alexa, turn it up. Alexa, turn it up. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
I used to put it in my car with the bass on full.
Yeah.
Had the big boom box and everything going. It would suck the panels in.
Huh?
Alexa, turn it down. Alexa, turn it down. Alexa, turn it down.
Cat, get off me. Fuck cats in heat, man.
Cats in
Keep
the
trying to
kitchen.
rub his fucking pussy on my fucking foot, man.
Stick them in the kitchen. Put all your teaspoons and that and your big spoons on your bench and stick them in the kitchen. Because apparently the cats love being in the kitchen with the silver spoons.
Right?
Yep.
Along with Little Boy Blue and the Man in the
Bub.
Moon.
All ones are the best.
The cat's in the cradle with the silver spoon.
Is it the
Little
cradle?
Boy Blue and the Man in the Moon.
Forget the kitchen bit then.
No, it wasn't the kitchen.
Right.
That was the alcohol.
Make a kitchen. Make a cradle. Stick all your spoons in it, and then stick your cat in the cradle.
Yeah.
Apparently the cats
Cat
love being in the
gets
cradle.
Only with the silver spoons, though. Dude, this bounty's all the way on the other side of this mountain, dude. Holy Jesus. Why do they keep doing that?
Make the game last longer.
Yeah, but they should at least give you a heads up that you're gonna have to go around the fucking thing.
Alexa, stop. Yeah, Chemical Brothers. Do you know why the Chemical Brothers got big?
No.
You know Oasis, yeah?
Yeah.
When Oasis were at the height, when they were massive, Noel Gallagher went and watched them live,
Yeah.
and because he went and watched them live, they became massive. If Noel Gallagher hadn't got out of bed that day and smoked a joint,
Yeah.
they would never have been famous. And there you go. If somebody ever watches this in the future, maybe they were famous in your little world, but not everybody's. I'd have never heard of them.
Right.
But yeah.
Like the Dust Brothers.
Yeah, well, they did it with, you know, the Verve.
The who?
The Verve. This
Yeah.
is love
I was
if
just
you
singing there.
want it. Don't sound like no sonnet, my lord. Who did Richard Ashcroft knock about with? Noel Gallagher. Anybody that Oasis went and watched or knocked about with became massive.
Sad.
That's the 90s for you. But then again, I would never have heard. I'd have never heard the Verve's album. You know, like can't even think what the song's called now, but it's had Bittersweet Symphony and everything on it. I would have never heard those tunes if Noel Gallagher hadn't have knocked about with them, because it wasn't my kind of music.
Yeah.
But because Noel Gallagher knocked about with them, or we went and watched them, they were starting to get played a lot. And because it got played a lot, obviously somebody had it on. My mate had the Chemical Brothers on his car. That's how I heard of them.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Noel Gallagher was like, went and watched them live. The brilliant man. And then, under the influence, yeah, brilliant tune. But I would never have heard them if it hadn't been for Oasis.
Yeah, sad.
Which goes back to...
Stop sliding down the mountain, you fuck.
Did you ever listen to any of those songs I sent you? The names I sent you the names.
No, I have the link.
Right.
I haven't had time.
But there's a band called In Spiral Carpets over here. And I know if anybody watches this from England, my age and above, we had the Manchester sound. You know, when we're on about it, you had the Seattle sound and stuff. We had the Manchester sound.
Yeah.
In Spiral Carpets started it, but they never got massive. They had like one hit in the top 10, which was This Is How It Feels to Be Lonely, which was the worst song they've ever done. But Noel Gallagher used to roadie for them. And
you were telling me that.
Yeah, and they sacked him. And he went and made Oasis.
Because he couldn't play but like 3 notes.
Yeah, he joined Oasis. Oh, he made Oasis after he left.
I was about to say they formed Oasis, right?
He formed Oasis after the Carpets had booted him. But he learnt everything off the Carpets. So if the Carpets hadn't have been around, Noel wouldn't have had a job, which means he wouldn't have picked the guitar up, which means we would never have had Oasis, basically. Because it was Noel starting Oasis up, then getting Liam in, which when Liam got in, was when they got big. Because he is a hell of a frontman. He's a really, really good frontman. He can't sing for shit, but he was a hell of a frontman.
Yeah.
But it was him that made them. Noel Gallagher was a talent. Liam Gallagher was the headline.
Yeah. Now they just fight all the time, right?
They did all the time then, mate. They were literally all the time fighting. But that's what made them famous. Liam got involved, and then him and Noel were battling, but Noel was writing good songs.
Yeah.
But it was Liam Gallagher's gob that was getting him in the papers. Going to a pub and starting a fight with, whoever, Tom, Dick or Harry, that was famous, that would make him more famous by being in the papers, threatening them. Like when he was threatening Robbie Williams and shit all the time. It was just to get in the papers to be famous. If I had 6 bouncers around me and I bumped into Robbie Williams in a restaurant, I'd offer him a fight. Can't I?
Right.
I mean, I'd pay these guys to look after me. Who have you got? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I'd punch him a photographer. A photographer ain't going to get near me after I've laid a punch on him because my bouncers would step in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Anybody can start a fight when you got the back up like that. And in those days, you didn't have to be registered to be a bouncer. You could be anybody. So you'd pick the 6 hardest people you've ever known in your life and pay them to look after you.
Exactly.
But yeah, anybody could do that.
Or you just go through the ghetto and find the biggest fucking dude you find.
Pay the money. You didn't have, because over here now you've got to be registered. You've got to have background checks. You can't have been in trouble and stuff. Which is going to be, again, I'm going to be totally ripped apart for this, but I don't believe that should be right. It's like the police.
No, because honestly, people like that, they need jobs, and if they can't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's like
you want somebody who's dangerous to watch out for you.
Yeah, it's like the police. In this country, you've got to go to university and have degrees and be clever and all the rest of it.
To be a police?
Yeah, you've got to be pretty clever to be a copper. But at the end of the day, if
You're not allowed to even do anything.
well, no, but if I'm kicking off, I'd want somebody like me to stop me.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Then
You get a bunch
somebody's
of
been at
people that
university.
can't fight.
Yeah,
They can't fucking defend themselves, but they're supposed to fucking protect you or
Exactly.
anybody else.
if I get into trouble, it's bother. It really is trouble because I'm not soft. I'm not the hardest person in the whole wide world. Don't get me wrong. I was taught when I joined the army. They taught me in the 80s to fight because I had to go to Northern Ireland. And that was when Northern Ireland was in its height. You know, when we're getting bombarded by kids
IRA
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, we were taught to do things. So if I get into trouble, it's serious trouble. If I can't handle it, there's something wrong.
Yeah, you need
Well, no,
somebody.
now I'm 49. It's probably nothing wrong. It's just I'm old now.
With bad knees.
Yeah. But then if I get into that trouble, it's to send some 22-year-old kid fresh out of university that's never had a slap off his mum. Do you know what I mean? Because now,
that's ridiculous.
when I joined the army, I swore at my lieutenant in basic training, and my corporals took me round the back of the building and taught me the errors of my ways.
Yeah.
Basically, give me the best kicking I'd ever had in my life. It said, you do not do that again. He's your lieutenant. He's in charge of you. You do not do that. You don't even look at him funny anymore. Now they take you in a room and explain to you what you did wrong.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's not what you want in your military, definitely.
The British Army was the best in the 80s and 90s. Well, the 80s and 70s and 60s. The 90s is where it all went Pete Tong. But in the 80s now, the British Army was the best trained army in the world. They really were. The SAS and everything was absolutely amazing. And then they stopped all this discipline. You used to get sent to the army for discipline.
Yeah.
Now you go to the army for a holiday.
Basically.
I'm going to join. There's no wars kicking off. I'm going to join the army. I'll go to Belize and, you know, tropical jungles and shit. Places I'd never ever go if I couldn't. And I'll do 3 years and I'll be out. And I mean, in the
Smoke
80s.
some weed on the beach.
Yeah, in the 80s, I got paid $6,000 a year.
That's not shit.
Imagine living on $6,000 a year now.
Yeah, but don't they give you your food and shit at least?
No,
though? So, I mean,
no, you pay rent. Out of that $6,000 a year, you have to pay rent. You know, like, because you're in your barracks and stuff.
Yeah.
They took, I got $6,000 a year, so it was, you know, like 600 quid a month. Just 550 quid a month or something I got paid before tax. And then they took out the rental of my uniform, because you didn't own your uniform, you had to rent it. The only thing you bought was your belt and your berry, because obviously the berry fit your head and your belt fit your waist.
Yeah.
So
Hold on,
it
one
was
second.
harder to find somebody else to fit it. This is love if you want it. Don't sound like no solid, my Lord. Yeah, we had to. They gave us uniforms, but we had to rent them. And if you lost them, you had to pay. Because if you lost your jacket or something, or say you're on exercise, you lost a pair of your denims, you'd have to pay them for the loss, but you were renting them anyway. Then they give you another pair that you were renting. So we paid for our digs, our barracks. I shared a room with another 5 guys until I was there long enough to get in a room by myself, because I got up to like marksman lance corporal. So I got my own little room in Berlin. But I was paying rent, and I was in Berlin when the wall came down. But yeah, you paid for everything out of that 550 quid a month. So that's $6,000 a year. You spent most of it just renting where you lived, your uniform, and paying, because you paid for your food as well. because the rent was for the food, because you got your naffy, breakfast, dinner, and tea, but you'd paid for it. None of it was given to you. You had to rent it all. You paid for everything. But yeah, we never got nothing. And I was in Northern Ireland getting No, not until you hit pension age, because you pay into your pension. So when you retire, you get your army pension, which isn't much, to be honest. But yeah, no, we were in Northern Ireland, 18 years of age in Northern Ireland, getting shot at, getting mortared, getting spat at by little kids and shit for 550 quid before tax. So yeah, it was like nothing. There was jobs you could go and work in a paper shop and get up at 6. You could get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, same time as what we were getting up, and go and sell somebody your paper and get paid more than what I was doing, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and going out and getting shot at.
Yeah.
And that was including the danger money, because you got paid danger money in Northern Ireland, and that was including the danger money. Shocking, mate. Absolutely shocking. And we didn't have national service. We chose to join.
Yeah, so what were you thinking?
Well, at the time, when you're like 17, 18.
Yeah, you think your heart is fucking stone.
Yeah.
And you're like,
When I first walked in there, mate, I was a cock of the north. There's nobody can touch me. Until everybody literally touched me. Yeah. Like when you see that film where they go, I can't remember what the film is. Shit, the Vietnam film where they all go in and get their hair shaved.
The old one, you mean? Talking about Full Metal Jacket?
Full Metal Jacket. This is my rifle, this is my gun. That bit where they get the hair shaved, I walked in there, I had like my hair, but I had like blonde tips in it, because it was the 80s, so I had blonde frosted tips and everything in. Cool as. I was the boy. I was in there, and straight away shaved off.
Mm-hmm.
Gutted. But they literally lined us up.
You know that shit was going to happen?
No. When I first joined, the first day, they lined us up from smallest to tallest, and then said, look to your right, and you looked to your right, and you looked at them, and that person to your right was taller than you, because smallest to tallest, yeah? So you look to the right, so you're looking at somebody that's taller than you, probably fitter than you, and it's like, right, you'll be fighting him in 3 months. What? Yeah. That was our boxing team. We had to do a box. They call it milling. Nigel, remember the boxer Nigel Benn? Yeah. He was a ex-army boxer, but it wasn't really boxing. It was called milling, because you just waved your arms around like a Bart Simpson. I'm going to walk this way and wave my arms. If you get in the way, I'm going to hit you. Yeah. That's where it came from, the milling. And about a week later, we had to stand in a ring and fight them. And then they picked the boxing team, and then 3 months down the line, you had a boxing match against another platoon. And that was it. That's the way it was. Now, they don't have boxing. You know what I mean? You've got to join the boxing team. You don't get picked. You don't get forcefully put in the line. Look at the bigger guy than you. Forcefully put you on there? Yeah, well, you basically stood in line and you said, look to your right. Right, you'll be fighting him. And then they picked the boxing team from it, which was a pain in the arse. If I'd have known, I would have lost, because then you had to get up earlier to go and do your boxing training, and then you did your boxing training on a dinner time, and you did your boxing training on an evening. So you were out running all day in basic training, doing what you're doing, and then doing your boxing. You were knackered, mate. I was fit as buggery, but I was tired. But yeah. I bet. Oh, shit. 2 seconds, I'll be back. Oh, man. Sorry about that. I thought it was somebody coming in. Hate it. That's anything wrong with living in a house with a couple of other guys. When you got your headphones on.
In and out.
Yeah. I know there's nobody in. I know Jake's in his room with his bad toe. And I know the other guy's not in. Yeah, he's just smashed his toe open on the door, hasn't he? So
Yeah.
he's suffering in his bedroom, probably getting stoned out of his head on the painkillers. The other guy's not in the house, so when you hear the door go, it's probably next door's door, I've heard. But you get paranoid. Oh, dude, peanut butter. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, you like it?
Oh, mate, honestly. God, but do you like, if you like, I love peanuts. I've got a thing for peanuts. If I'm walking the streets in the winter and that, and there's like somebody selling like roasted peanuts, I'll buy them. When I go into a shop, I'll always buy a bag of peanuts. Love them.
Yeah.
Absolutely love peanuts. So I bought the like the peanut butter vape juice, like the flavour, because you make it and then put the flavour in. Oh man, I wish I'd bought 10 bottles of that. Absolutely gorgeous. I haven't done my Florida orange yet. Oh, was Trump? I didn't know Trump was up your end of the week.
What do you mean? He was
He
in
did
Florida?
yeah, when he did his speech.
He's got a big country club right by us.
It was huge. I didn't realise it was that popular in Florida.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, he is fucking really big here.
Yeah, he's not doing bad considering he's almost dead. I honestly don't think he had it. And I didn't realise. I know you were saying
He's gonna
that.
win.
Yeah, I didn't. I know. I didn't realise until you said that he was up for election. I didn't realise elections were so soon. How long? Is
Yeah,
it?
they're like next month.
How?
Every 4 years.
Has it been 4 years he's been in?
Yep. 2018
Christ.
or 2016.
That's wrong. That. Yeah. That's flying by. Crikey. Yeah, I didn't realise it was elections. I thought it was just being a dick for the fun of being Trump. But obviously that's why. See, that's another reason I don't think he had it. I'm up for election. Look, I'm dying, but I'm still fighting to make you safe, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Look at me. You might not like me, but I'll do anything I can to keep you all well and good.
And on fossil fuels.
Yeah, what a love. Just don't trust
No,
me.
he literally repealed all the EPA regulations and put America back on fossil fuels.
Did he?
Yeah.
Have you got any left?
What, fossil fuels?
Yeah.
Not really. We got coal.
Yeah,
A
coal.
lot of coal. We got
Yes.
a lot of coal.
See, we used to have until
So we
Margaret.
got mountains full of it.
See, we had it until Margaret Thatcher in the 80s. That's what I was on about when I said before about the miners' strike. That was it. She closed all of our pits down.
Yeah, it sold it private, right?
Yeah, made a lot of people redundant. She turned around, she's conservative. She turned around and says, right, you're safe, get yourselves a house, buy your new car. You're all set. So they all went out, everybody in the UK went out in the 80s and bought houses, brand new cars. And then she closed all the pits down. Put everybody in debt. People were losing houses left, right and centre. But who makes the money off people losing houses? The government.
Yeah,
She knew what she was doing. Well, the government get tax on it. So if you lose it and the bank will buy it, well, the bank will take it back, then sell it. They've got to pay tax on that. So she's had the tax from you buying the house, and then she's getting the tax again, or she was, from the bank taking off you and selling it on. They'd be taxed, so she was getting double. People getting the cars repossessed and everything, man. She ruined us. We used to get milk if you're in a junior school. I don't know what you call it. When you're 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
We call it junior because we only have juniors. We have infants, which is when you're 5 or 6 or something. Junior 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then comprehensive 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And in junior school, in infant school, you used to get a bottle of milk every day. Not a pint or a quart, just like a little glass bottle with milk in. It was enough for a glass of milk. And she stopped all of that.
Yeah.
Literally stopped all of that and sold everything off. She crippled this country. Oh man, I'm lost in here. Shit. Oh shit. Do you have Minecraft on the PS4?
I don't.
To be honest, I don't even know how much it's worth, how much it costs now.
Not much. At least the main game. The main game doesn't cost much. I know that.
It's all skins and stuff. It's like, it doesn't sell much. It's like £1.99 to about $2.99 a skin.
Yeah.
But there's millions of them. There's literally hundreds of them. And then you've got map packs, which don't do anything to the map, but just change the texture. So you can have it like, you've got the original Minecraft, but you can have cartoon, or you can have smooth and shit like that. But there's hundreds of them.
Yeah.
And then, if you want to go multiplayer, you've got to take it off. Because if you leave it on, people might want to join you who haven't got the text pack, and then they can't join you.
Yeah.
That's all just a ploy to make people buy maps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If your kid's playing Minecraft and the mate starts playing it, and she wants to join them, and they've got the cartoon pack on, she can't join them unless she buys the cartoon pack. So you pay that $2.99 to get the cartoon pack, and then next week they're playing with a Skyrim pack, and she can't join that game until she's got the Skyrim pack. So there's another $2.99.
Yep. Oh yeah, they definitely know what the fuck they're doing, man.
It's proper money motivated, man. It's all wrong. The government should... I was going to say the government should all just step in and say, look, right, because they have stepped in before and said they've got to have a price sort of thing. Yeah. Our government won't do it. Yeah. Well, yeah, I was playing with a guy in my crew from GTA, and you can buy the penthouse in the casino, and you can buy like your own croupier, so she'll deal your cards and you can play poker with your mates. His was the only one in the whole crew that didn't have the croupier because gambling's legal in their country. So he wasn't allowed to buy it. It's like, dude, who's going to know? He goes, well, one of my friends could join. And then report me to the... He was Hindu, yeah. He was Hindu. Yeah. 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 He'll come into our game. Yeah, he'll come into our game and play poker and stuff. But he wouldn't have it in his, because he's saying if he's playing it and he has one of his friends join, because the clan I was in, or the crew I was in, you couldn't play with your friends online. Like, you had to play with your crew members. because the guy, he did this whole thing where he had to go and sit down and talk with him in his office, in his office building, and he'd tell you all the rules. And you can't play online with your friends. You can only play with your clan members. Reason being, because he's a big streamer and he's famous. If you're caught in another game being streamed and doing something wrong, it comes back to him. So I used to go offline. I used to go offline and play. Yeah, I'd go offline and play with mates. Yeah, I know I wasn't going to do nothing wrong. So, but it was a big thing. But so when he was playing with us, there was only us in there. None of his other guys was in there, so he could play with us and go and gamble with us. But if he was playing on his own and one of his friends joined that wasn't in the clan, they had his religion, they could report him. So he didn't have a croupier table or nothing in there. It was mad. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, crackers. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because they can't stop it. But see, he was yeah. No, see, it was against his religion. He was American. He lived in America, but he couldn't risk anybody seeing him gamble. Do you know what I mean? It was mad. It was absolute craziness. Yeah, but see, they had the choice. They could buy it or not buy it. So he could have bought it, but he just didn't want to take the wrath off anybody he knew. So he was obviously deeply into his religion. If it was like, say, me, for instance, over here, it would, I suppose it'd be the same as like, who do I know that might grasp me up, sort of thing. And like, would I care? So he obviously cared enough to be worried about it. You have to press your X button 5 times, your circle button 4 times. Oh, I don't know. I say I never ever played that online, so I honestly wouldn't know, to be honest. Right, so my camera's lost my face now. Why is that happening? Oh, man. What a pain in the bottom. Turn that light off. Oh, you fudge off, man. Try this again. I need to sort my room out. Camera video settings. Ah. Hush. was something wrong here. Devices. Back to my camera. I'm going to have to reset my camera. What's going on here? I don't know, honestly, I say I never ever played that online. Do you not press, oh, I don't know, to be honest. I was going to say, do you not press that button, but why is that doing that? Something wrong here. Yeah. God almighty. I've got to stop the broadcast.